Hey guys, this is Shane from Black Swan. You might think this is a little bit crazy, but this is how sometimes I spend my evenings reading. And this is basically, I have a little, what is this, a fire? What do they call this? Fire. This, I can actually read Amazon books, Kindle books, all this kind of stuff. But what I like about this is it has a word runner. So you can actually adjust the speed here. So for example, if I go here, can I adjust this? Yeah, so if I put it at 350 words per minute, and right now I'm reading the book of Proverbs, I go here, I click on this, begins the countdown, and then I can just read. How good is it? The way of the life is above the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish for the widow. So it's obviously it's harder to read it out loud, but if you read it in your head, you can actually read this. So it's at, again, like I said, it's about 350. So let me just play it again and just, I know this probably isn't the best screen right now, but if you pay attention, you can actually read this. 350. So if you rewind this back, you can actually read it. And what I can do now is I can actually speed it up or slow it down. So let's just say I slowed this down to, the average person reads about 200 to 250 words. So let's put it at 250 and watch how this feels now. He shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth iniquity is purged. By the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than revenues without right. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. So it's not a bad pace. It's a little fast, but it's not bad. Now, if I do something crazy, I can actually speed this up to, let's go all the way something ridiculous. Let's go to 600 words per minute, which is almost triple times the normal reading speed. And your eyes can pick this up, but what happens is you actually get fatigued. So you can't really do this for long stretches of time. But in the morning is probably the best time to do it. The worst time to do it is right now in the evening, because you get a little bit tired or whatever. But if you do it gradually, like let's just say you sped up to 250 for maybe a couple of minutes, then you went up to 300, do that for a minute or two, then 350, then 4, then 5, then 6. You can actually get used to it, because what will happen is when you get down to 300 or 400 words, it'll feel slow, which is crazy. So we're going at 600 words. I'll give you an example here. So let's just have a look here. Like for me, this is just borderline fast. Like it's like, if you blink, it's almost like you start to lose. But because I'm so familiar with Proverbs, it's easier to do it at this speed. It's just, you have to really concentrate. So now, if we go back down to, let's say, 250, which is just a little bit above average, the average reading. Let's have a look and see what this feels like. Feels slow, right? So now you can boost it up to 300. Let's go to 350. Have a look. Crazy, right? So, let me just pause this. Flip this around real quick. So if you do this with Amazon Fire and you use the word runner, you can actually increase your reading speed. It takes time, it takes practice. But I would float from 200, 250, bump it up to 300, 400, 500, 600, go up. I've been as high as 900 words per minute, but you can only do that for like a minute or two, and then your eyes get bugged out. But when you go back down to 300 or 400, it's easy then. So that's why I encourage you to speed it up, because when you go back to above what your reading speed is, you'll actually read faster now. But you gotta give your eyes a chance to adjust. And how you do that is you actually speed it up in increments. You can go 400, 500, 600, 700 words, and then try it for like 5-10 minutes. Then go back to like 300 words. And especially if you're used to reading 200 words a minute, like time yourself. Go for, like, use the word runner. Go for a minute or 2 minutes at 200 words per minute. Then boost it up to like 600. Try that just to see what the difference is. Then go back to 200, and what you'll realize is you have to go up to 250 because it's too slow. And then once you get used to 250, try it again, go up to 600 or 650, and then you'll see again, all of a sudden now 300 seems to be a decent speed. And this is how you can actually read. This is how I read smaller books like the first letter of St. John by William Tyndale. It's not very long. It takes you maybe, I don't know, half an hour, something like that, maybe even less. But you could read these smaller books like this and just knock them off one after another. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that gives you something to think about. Anyways, if you have any questions, post a comment here. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.